After the great celebration of Easter Sunday, we might find ourselves asking, so is that it? After doing our best to pray, fast, and give alms, what happens next? Well, for starters, we keep celebrating. We celebrate these 8 days, each one is another Easter. In essence, we find at the conclusion of this octave of Easter what Jesus accomplished and offers to all, the celebration of his divine mercy in a particular way on this coming Sunday. Today's psalm reminds us that even during our Easter celebration, we still need refuge, counsel, and exhortation of God. And we know this by watching the news, by talking to family and friends, and also when we're alone with our own thoughts. In today's gospel from Matthew, this is evident as we heard that Mary Magdalene and the other Mary quickly left the empty tomb, fearful yet overjoyed. That's possibly what we feel at times. We feel encouraged, but at the same time, wanting to change our lives, afraid of what change will mean for us. It was in that state of opposing emotions of these two women that Jesus meets them on the way and greeted them. They had a choice when they met Jesus. Would they let fear overcome them and not believe it was Jesus and possibly run away from him? Or would they believe? Would they have faith? What the two Marys did is what we're called to do when we meet Jesus in the Word, in the Eucharist, in prayer, the Mass that we celebrate, in the confessional, or in any of the sacraments or the other grace-filled moments. We are to move toward him, give him our reverence, and embrace his love for each one of us. When we trust in Jesus, it's then that we can hear his words, "Do not be afraid," and really believe them. Jesus speaks to each of us, both when we're having a good day and the days that it's not so good, when it's tough. He is there for us, especially when we're wrestling with trying to believe in what he is telling us, and what he is all about, and what he's calling us to be. Can you imagine that roller coaster of emotions the disciples of Jesus must have been going through? Learning to trust in Jesus, the son of Joseph and Mary, the carpenter, but then seeing the signs, the miracles, hearing his teaching, only to see his passion and death. And then discovering the empty tomb and wondering, is it possible that what he promised had actually come true? Our faith journeys most likely follow a similar pattern. Most of us came to know God first as a child, and our knowledge and faith grew. And then as we got older, something happens at a later age. Sometimes doubt and discouragement can creep in. The empty tomb, the burial cloths, the appearance of the risen Christ on this Easter Monday, and Jesus' words, "Do not be afraid," are all meant to help each one of us today to face whatever challenges are in our lives, not alone, but with the risen Jesus and one another, brothers and sisters in Christ.